Welcome to Libra Networks Radio, the podcast created with artificial intelligence where we discuss how to launch or enhance your online business. Today we'll talk about business ideas from the podcast world. I have been a podcast enthusiast for many years now, and over the years, I have come across various business ideas that have been inspired by podcasts. Today, I want to share some of these ideas with you. But first, as always, I remind you that if you visit the LibraNetworks.com website, you can access the best premium plugins and themes to launch your online business with WordPress. Total access to download the tools used by the best professionals, with updates included, unlimited domains, all for only $10 a month. Visit LibraNetworks.com and I'll explain everything to you. And now, let's go with today's topic, business ideas from the podcast world. Before we dive into these ideas, let's take a moment to understand why podcasts are such a great source of inspiration for entrepreneurs. Firstly, podcasts are a great way to stay informed about the latest trends and ideas in different industries. Secondly, they provide a platform for experts to share their knowledge and experience, which can be immensely valuable for anyone looking to start a business. Finally, podcasts are a great way to network with other entrepreneurs and industry experts. So, without further ado, let's dive into some of the business ideas that I have discovered from the podcast world. The first idea that I want to share with you is a podcast network. With the growing popularity of podcasts, there is a great opportunity for entrepreneurs to create a network of podcasts focused on a particular industry or niche. This network could offer a range of shows on different topics within that niche, and advertisers could pay to sponsor individual shows or the network as a whole. To make this idea a reality, an entrepreneur would need to identify a gap in the market and create a network of high-quality podcasts that cater to the needs of a specific audience. The key to success would be to build a loyal following by producing high-quality content consistently and engaging with listeners through social media and other channels. Second idea, editing and post-production for podcasters. Podcasting has become an increasingly popular medium for content creators to share their thoughts and ideas with a global audience. However, creating a high-quality podcast requires more than just speaking into a microphone. It involves a significant amount of post-production work, including editing and polishing the audio to make it sound professional and engaging. That's where the idea of editing and post-production for podcasters comes in. This service would cater to podcasters who may not have the time or technical expertise to edit their own podcasts but want to produce a high-quality product. Editing and post-production can encompass a wide range of services, including audio editing, mixing and mastering, transcription and captioning, show notes, and publishing and distribution. Removing background noise, cleaning up audio, and adjusting volume levels can make a significant difference in the clarity of your podcast and keep your listeners engaged. The service could be offered on a one-time or ongoing basis, depending on the needs of the client. It could also be customized to suit the specific requirements of each podcast, ensuring that every episode is polished and professional. Overall, editing and post-production for podcasters is a valuable service that can help content creators focus on their content while leaving the technical work to the professionals. By providing high-quality post-production services, this service can help podcasters stand out in a crowded market and attract more listeners. Moving on to our next business idea, podcast merchandise. Podcast merchandise has become increasingly popular in recent years, and it's a great way for podcasters to monetize their content while also building their brand. Merchandise could include anything from t-shirts, hats, and mugs, to more unique items like stickers, phone cases, and even custom-made products. To make this idea a success, podcasters would need to have a loyal following that is interested in purchasing their merchandise. They would also need to design unique and eye-catching products that align with their brand and offer value to their listeners. Merchandise sales could be done through an online store or by partnering with a third-party provider. Another business idea from the podcast world is a podcast agency. Podcasts are becoming increasingly popular with businesses as a way to reach new customers and promote their brand. A podcast agency could help businesses create and launch their own podcasts, as well as provide ongoing support and management. This business would require a team of skilled professionals who can help businesses develop their podcast ideas, record and edit their shows, and distribute their content to a wider audience. The key to success would be to build strong relationships with clients, provide high-quality services, and stay up to date with the latest trends in podcasting. Last but not least, we have podcast events. Podcast events are a great way for podcasters to connect with their listeners and build a community around their brand. These events could include live recordings of shows, Q&A sessions with podcast hosts, and networking opportunities for attendees. To make this idea a success, podcasters would need to have a dedicated following that is interested in attending live events. They would also need to organize events that align with their brand and offer value to their listeners. The key to success would be to provide a unique and memorable experience for attendees that leaves them excited about the podcast and eager to spread the word. Now, let's talk about how to turn these business ideas into reality. Starting any business requires planning, preparation, and hard work. Here are some steps that you can take to get started. Step 1. Identify your niche. Whether you're creating a podcast network or a podcast production company, it's important to identify your target audience and the niche that you want to focus on. This will help you create high-quality content that resonates with your listeners and attracts advertisers. Step 2. Build your team. No matter what type of business you're starting, you'll need a team of skilled professionals to help you bring your ideas to life. This may include writers, editors, marketers, and graphic designers. Step 3. Create high-quality content. This is the most important aspect of any podcast-related business. Whether you're producing a podcast network or a single show, it's important to create content that is engaging, informative, and entertaining. Step 4. Monetize your content. There are many ways to monetize podcasts, including advertising, merchandise sales, and events. Identify the best way to monetize your content based on your target audience and niche. Step 5. Promote your business. Finally, it's important to promote your business through social media, email marketing, and other channels. This will help you build a loyal following and attract new customers. Before we end today's episode, I want to talk about some challenges that you may face when starting a podcast-related business. These challenges are common in any business, but they can be amplified in the podcasting industry. Here are some of the most common challenges. 1. Standing out in a crowded market. With so many podcasts and podcast-related businesses out there, it can be challenging to stand out and attract listeners and customers. 2. Building a loyal following. It takes time and effort to build a loyal following that will support your business and help you grow. 3. Staying up to date with technology and industry trends. The podcasting industry is constantly evolving, and it's important to stay up to date with the latest trends and technology in order to stay relevant. 4. Dealing with competition. As the podcasting industry continues to grow, competition will increase. It's important to stay focused on your niche and provide high-quality content and services to stand out from the crowd. While these challenges may seem daunting, they can be overcome with hard work, determination, and a willingness to learn and adapt. Remember that starting a business is a journey, and it's important to enjoy the process and learn from both your successes and failures. All right, that's it for today. I hope it has helped you learn something new. Thank you very much to all those who support the podcast, especially to all those who subscribe to LibreNetworks.com. Thanks for being there every day. Without you, none of this would be possible. And before I go, remember that you can also subscribe to the newsletter where every day you will receive a tip, news, a reflection on online entrepreneurship, on life, you know. We already have over 2,000 people signed up. LibraNetworks.com/newsletter. It's free to sign up and unsubscribe if you're not interested. Again, thank you very much. I hope you liked this podcast and see you at the next.